Every single day of my life, I seem to find some way to stress over time. Time that is past, or time that is currently passing. I obsess over my age. The reason being is because I feel like I haven't lived enough until this point. I feel underachieved, underaccomplished. I feel like I've been living as a rock. My 20s so far have been spent picking up pieces of myself that have dropped along the way of my own path. A path of trauma, heartbreak, self-hatred, insomnia, deteriorating mental health. Enveloped in dark rooms, sad music, alcohol, diving into endless books to pretend that I have a million different lives, simultaneously vanishing away from my already lack of a social life. Falling out of love with the nighttime and its serenity and becoming fearful of it because it got so silent, so lonely, so cold that I was left with my thoughts. But then not wanting the sun to come up because that meant I had to be productive. Not living and not flourishing in all ways that I could be. I've spent more time doing things for others as opposed to looking out for myself. Not just because it's my first nature, but because I know what it feels like to hurt. I know what it feels like to feel hopeless. I know what it feels like to feel as if no one cares for me. I want everyone to be happy, so I've done what I can to look out for the people who I love the most in this world. Wasn't always shown appreciation for simply just being there. Wasn't always told thank you for putting my own issues aside. I somehow still blame myself. If only I had been a little bit more selfish, I wouldn't be feeling taken for granted. But even still, I wouldn't change a thing. I've spent my 20s in existence, but not living. Happy moments have only been temporary. I've been withering away at 9-to-5 jobs, working my ass off at places that wouldn't care if something horrible happened to me, that would replace me the very next day. I've studied the elder residents at some of the places I worked at. They've lived full lives already. Their eyes have seen it all. They've lived through each season. They've been in and out of love. They've had a family. They've accepted that they're reaching the end of their road. This would usually make a young person feel determined and ready to live their life out to the fullest. But I often wondered why my soul felt as tired as theirs, if I was only a fraction of their age. I've been wasting my talents, my callings, my life purpose for far too long, and now I feel like I'm running out of time. Society tells you, you have to be a certain age to do this, a certain age to do that. If you get too old, it's too late for you, it's over. Social media tells you, in this day and age, in your 20s, you should be making bank. Plenty bank. You should have the biggest house, the fastest car, traveling, be happily in love, be this and be that. But what it doesn't tell you is that a lot of us have spent our lives trying to glue ourselves back together, build ourselves up from the bulldozer of life, restore our energy, overcome heartbreak, overcome trauma. Not everyone has a picture-perfect life. Life is hard. I try to preach to myself all the time. Be on your own time. Don't let anyone tell you who you should be or what you should have achieved by now. They will never know the paths you've been through. They don't know your life story. They don't know the hurt you felt. They don't know how hard it is for you to start your day sometimes. They don't know how unmotivated you feel at times. They have no clue. They couldn't begin to imagine because this is your life journey. I miss younger me, wide-eyed, optimistic, excited about life, untarnished. Younger me, she was fearless. Younger me was pursuing her dreams. She had no real worries in this harsh world, aside from making sure to ace her test in elementary school or having the prettiest dress at the high school prom. In a way, I feel for her though. She had no clue the dark, devious things that life could present her. Life is a bitch that way. Just take a happy girl and flip her world upside down. Yeah, it's fine. But this is my life though. I'm the only one who has the ability to turn my life back into a blinding yellow hue instead of this cold, deep indigo. I'm the only one who can teach me to love myself again, to love life again. Only I have the control to take myself where I want to be, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. If it's the last thing I do, because I refuse to lose life. I refuse to lose to life. I refuse to keep lying to myself. The time is now.